with smugglers in the ports and airports.
You don't have to say anything.
Get that out of my face.
Coming up, the dogs in Gatwick sniff out a suspect with a dodgy case.
Basically, in a nutshell, okay, I think you have drugs in your baggage. Cocaine.
A search in Manchester goes a bit too deep for this passenger.
Can all these go back in, yeah?
Oh, right, this is your eyes. This is your private collection, is it?
We just have
And things get ugly when a family are told their cigarettes are going to be seized.
No, a lot of them. I'm not. This is my
In Manchester, a radio message has come in from a pilot of an EasyJet flight. 2 female passengers are suspected of smoking cannabis in the plane's rear toilet.
Who is it, blonde? I'll go upstairs, mate. All right, I'll go upstairs.
The pressure is now on for sniffer dog Amy to identify the suspects amongst the crowd.
Stay single file to the right, please, as you're coming through, thanks. Just stay to the right and keep walking past. Ames, in here. Just lower that bag for me, please. Amy.
Amy is looking for drugs, but UK border officer Phil is trained to spot suspicious behaviour.
Thanks very much. There was a girl who didn't really want to. I don't know whether she had a small handbag. If it was her, she wasn't too keen on lowering it for the dog.
It wasn't a definite indication, so Amy boards the plane to search the seats for any drugs ditched by the suspects.
Hey, am I in about the general area where she was sat? Yeah. Dog isn't pinpointing any particular areas, she's just very busy around all those seats. Staff have been on already and done a search of the whole area. So what there could be, the dog could just be picking up the residual smell of whatever she's been doing, been taking.
With no physical evidence left on the plane, the officers will stop and search the 2 suspects for any cannabis. Unexpectedly, the officer gets a hit for cocaine.
It's quite noticeable that this particular one wasn't keen for the dog to go anywhere near her. And by the sounds of it, they are getting traces off them at the moment for cocaine. So the officers are just doing further investigation on that at the moment.
Confronted with the evidence, one of the girls admits to having taken cocaine, but with such strong traces, officers are still highly suspicious.
Well, still getting hits absolutely everywhere for coke. That's the thing. You said you used some last night, yeah. I also got hits on the plane for coke, so from the dog where you were sat.
Plane?
Yeah, if you both, yeah. Your seats on the plane, okay? So, what I'm going to do, we'll take you into, you want to take one of these rooms, we'll get some repack the bag and bring it in. Come in here with me.
Officers have no jurisdiction over drug use abroad, but they suspect the girl may be carrying cocaine internally. It's a serious crime with potentially lethal consequences.
Also, I've got a suspicion that you could have drugs internally somewhere, because there's none in your bag.
You crazy, man.
No, that's what it is. So, what I have to do here, okay? I'm arresting you, okay, on suspicion of being involved with the illegal importation of controlled substance, cocaine. Okay, it's okay on this one, I have to arrest you. You do not have to say anything, okay, but it may harm your defence. If you fail to mention something in question later on, or anything you do say will be given in evidence. Do you understand that?
Right.
The girls will now be searched and x-rayed.
And what happens when you don't find anything?
If nothing's found, I'm sure you'll be arrested and go on your way.
Their ordeal is far from over. In Gatwick, officers are x-raying the bags off a flight from Turkey. It's outside the EU and a regular source for smuggling cheap cigarettes. But the team have their doubts about this particular flight.
It's a Saga Holidays flight, which means it tends to be the older generation. If we get cigarette seizures off this, I'll eat my tie.
But straight away, the officers find over 4,000 cigarettes. They then head upstairs to see who collects the bags. They watch as the passengers walk straight through, nothing to declare. It's at this point the offence has been committed.
You've come into the green nothing to declare channel, which means you've got no more than 1 litre of spirits each, One packet of 200 cigarettes each, as long as you're over 17.
Well, we've got 200 cigarettes, but...
How many have you got?
I've got 2,000 myself. And you've got 2,000 of our own brain.
We just
It's
have
a
a quick look in your
clear-cut
bag,
offence, and the man won't be happy with the result.
By coming into the green channel, over the allowances, you have committed an offence.
Right, go for it.
So, because you've come into the green channel, the penalty will be today is for me to seize all the cigarettes from you.
Take the don't you?
No.
If I can go over to France...
Yeah, but France...
Legally, no, I can legally go over to France with a 7.5-tonne lorry, fill it up with one maker fags and come through, legally, and I can't be done for it. Doesn't matter how many you bring through.
Yeah, but that is because it's going to Europe and tax has been paid into Europe. By buying them in Turkey, it's outside the European... Yeah, but not to the European Union.
That was our fault.
Yeah, but the problem is you've come...
Turkey's in Europe.
Turkey's not in the European Union.
Turkey's in Europe.
But it's not in the European Union.
Well,
and by not being in the European Union, that means tax is not paid into the European Union, which is why you have an allowance of 200.
The man
Anything over
thinks he
that
knows
must
his
be declared
geography,
in the red
but
channel.
he clearly doesn't know the law.
But you
It's
better
as simple
arrest
as
me,
that.
because I'm taking these bags with me.
You won't be taking your cigarettes with you.
Who's stopping me?
Go all the way through.
No.
No.
At the end of the day,
I'm not being rude.
at the end of the day, it's my hard-earned money that's bought them, and she wants to take them so they can
We should be able
chuck
to
them in
now
the
pay the
incinerator.
tax
It's
on
wrong.
them. We've said, OK, that's fair enough, hands up. We'll pay the tax.
Totally
That's
wrong.
unfair.
Yeah, but you've committed an offence. But you've committed an offence by coming into the green channel. It's an outright offence.
Where they come from?
Turkey.
Turkey. You're at 200 each.
In the European...
That's it.
I'll come from Europe.
Makes no
But
difference.
not the European Union.
200
It's a difference.
is what
The
your
man
limit
decides
is.
to take the
Turkey's
law
outside
into
the
his own
EU.
hands.
I'm going round the red channel, sorry.
No, you're too
No.
late. Come down there.
You've come into the green channel.
Right, I'll take them.
No.
200 are allowed to be mine.
No,
You've
by
just said
coming
I'm
into
allowed 200.
but by coming into
lost
the
them.
by coming into the green
Give me the
channel.
paperwork, arrest me.
Get a bag.
No,
Get a bag.
a lot of them. I'm not... This is my own money. It's my own money, which I've got ended up from. This was a family holiday. I paid for it from my Danny Grant's deathbed legacy, and they're going to take even more money from me. Bad enough, the government ripping you off and inheritance tax and every other tax, and then these do the same.
Taking cigarettes from tired passengers can often boil over into angry confrontations. Sam hopes she's seen the last of this man's temper. Back in Manchester, the suspected smuggler's plan is beginning to unravel, and their attempt to dispose of the evidence has failed.
Okay, right, no worries.
What was the flight?
One of the officers found a package by the bench, which we think one of the girls has actually dropped. It was found to be cannabis in a sock. He's actually looked, and within the cannabis he's found a small plastic bag, like a deal bag, containing some white powder. We suspect that to be cocaine. The girl who was travelling with her, the officers have conducted a search of person. During the search of person, they found another package. It's a sock containing cannabis. They weren't sure whether they could feel something else, so they upgraded the search to a strip search. They've done a strip search now, and they're quite happy she's got nothing on her person.
But having detected such high hits for cocaine, the girls are led away for a full body X-ray. Class A smugglers face a maximum of life in prison.
Just get in there and sit down, please. You're best not talking to each other. If you talk to each other, we'll have to take you one at a time, and it'll take longer.
Dealing with suspected drug swallowers is also stressful for the officers. If the girls do have packages internally, it's a life-threatening situation.
By using the machines we have in the green channel, we've found very high traces of cocaine. So we believe they could well have concealments of cocaine inside them. We just simply put the passenger on the machine and it passes the person through the machine. We instantly get an image on screen that we can examine, and if we can see packages there, then they back up to custody while we await the packages to pass through the system.
Fine, Duncan.
Don't know.
What do you think?
Can you tell us? We've got to be 100% sure there's nothing up there, because if we say there's nothing there, and if it is something like cocaine, that when the package does split, you're talking a matter of seconds before you suffer a fatal overdose. So we want to be 110% sure there's nothing there before we say, yeah, it's negative. If you put your feet on them marks, Hold on to either side. It's be a couple of seconds and it'll start moving.
Thankfully, both scans are clear, but the girls are still in trouble. 2 weeks later, a court decided the drugs were for personal use only, and they got a 12-month suspended sentence for the attempted importation. And back in the Gatwick search bay, things seem to have calmed down a bit.
Back down, mate. I'm not going to anyone. Because if I did, it would be you looking at me like that.
No,
Believe you me, you'd be on your with it. Well, he's standing there.
There's cigarettes at the end of the day. Let them do what they want to do. We're going to burn them anyway. Forget about it.
Well, we were going to burn them one by one.
Forget about it.
The gentleman wasn't too happy about the fact that I was seizing his cigarettes, but it is a right offence coming in from Turkey. You are only allowed one packet of 200 cigarettes. You have to be over the age of 17, and they were in very much in excess of their allowances.
Good evening.
It was until we met you.
Coming up, sniffer dogs at Gatwick make a significant discovery in the bottom of a suitcase.
Basically, in a nutshell, okay, I think you have drugs in your baggage.
Cocaine.
At Gatwick Airport, a flight has just landed from Port of Spain, St. Lucia. UK border officers need to closely monitor flights from the Caribbean, a known source area for cocaine. Sniffer dogs are a powerful tool in fighting smugglers, and one bag in particular gets rookie drug dog Barney excited.
So I took Barney to where a Caribbean flight was landing, and he gave a really nice indication on a passenger's bag.
This bag is yours and this bag is yours? Yes. Right, there's things that you cannot bring in this country, okay? Things that you cannot bring in. You have no guns. Guns, like shoot, bang bang. No guns, no drugs. Right? No cocaine, anything like that. Right? Sure? Okay. Has anybody given you anything to bring back? You're carrying parcels or gifts for people.
That's the given, that's
That's not what I'm asking, right? Just put that on there for me.
The passenger is acting nervous, and Warren decides to do some background checks.
I mean, he's quite a presentable bloke that you probably wouldn't look at too much, but when Darren's come up and said that the dog's indicated on the bag, obviously you focus on that bloke. When we focus on him in the queue, he's quite nervous, and he's showing signs that he doesn't really want to be there. He wants to be straight through and out. And obviously when he's been intercepted as well, he's showed out there as well. He's fiddling with the bag, he doesn't want to make eye contact with you, and then from initially speaking really good English, he doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying to him. So yeah, it's all there.
The man's bag is put through an X-ray to check for irregularities, and straight away it confirms Barney's suspicions.
Right, you need to listen to me very carefully, okay? I know your English is not good. Okay, I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the illegal importation of a controlled drug. Okay, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand what I've said to you?
No, I understand.
Well, basically, in a nutshell, okay, I think you have drugs in your baggage, and that's why you've been arrested.
What?
I think you have drugs in your bag, in here, okay, so you've been arrested for that, yes. We'll explain it a bit more later on, okay?
Warren has uncovered a false bottom in the suitcase, but with the man now claiming not to understand English, it's going to take a while to get to the bottom of the story.